It's
But
just
then you get here,
yeah.
why is this by 5? Have the same radicals.
Not the first three. This
Minus
three.
three.
That's the spoon you use for lacrosse
And then you bring
Yeah.
three.
when you was playing.
Fix is that like that? It gives you a taste tester. Dixie?
I would have been lost that.
Alright, here we go. So this is what we did yesterday, Carly and Irianis and
Who wanted to skip
Uriel
class?
and everyone else is here, correct?
Hey, we wanted to skip class later.
Yeah. Okay. So this is what it is. It's a really easy topic. All it is adding radical expressions. All right. Basically, you can only add them if they have the exact same radical. You'll see in this example. So right now, can I combine the square root of 5 with the square root of 45?
No.
No, because they're not exactly the same. It's like trying to combine 3x plus 8y. All right. I can't combine those because they're not like terms, correct? So you can only combine if they have the exact same radical. Can I do anything to simplify the square root of 5?
No.
No, right? Because there's no perfect square factors of 5, so I get 3 square root of 5, I just bring it down. Can I do anything to simplify the square root of 45?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
What is a perfect square factor of 45?
9 and 5.
9 and 5. Awesome. All right. What is the square root of 9?
3.
It is 3 plus 8. And we multiply that 3 by the 8 outside, right? So then we have square root of 5. Good so far? Awesome. Now we multiply 3, or we can't do anything with this guy still, so we still have that. And then 8 times 3 is 24. Very good, everyone. Square root of 5.
Run.
You know,
Over, I'm thirsty and water.
cool, right after this example. So now we have the square root of 3 square root of 5 plus 24 square root of 5. Can we combine those guys right now? No, why not?
I'm sorry.
What? We can, why? Here, turn around. What? Exactly, these two radicals are exactly the same. So, just like we do 3x plus 8x, what do we get? Carly? 11x. We combine these two outside guys, just like they would be coefficients. So we get what, Carly?
11 square
There you go.
She said it all for language.
27, and then what should go after? Square root of 5. Awesome. I'm really happy you didn't change that to square root of 10. Oh. All right, questions on that? That's from yesterday.
So I can't like have a
So that is the first section of
I think we yesterday's right.
what?
Next question. Are you going to do it?
Cool. Well, now you just learned it. So.
No, I'm not doing that.
Cool. All right, so that was the first half of this section. Today we're doing the other half, all right? This section is called Operations
I'll let it go.
with Radical Expressions. All right? So we did adding and subtracting. Guess what today is?
Multiply.
Multiply and divide. How exciting is that?
No.
Why can't we just stay and add
It's not exciting.
Because you know me, I always have to make things more difficult.
Yeah.
I went from a smile to a frown.
All right, so first things first, I want to talk about this. Now I'm going to stare
Got an
at it.
upside down smile
If
now.
I have this guy, what do I do?
I thought that
Whatever you want.
You
Alright, shh.
You distribute.
What do? I distribute. Awesome. So I distribute that guy to that guy. I get 4x minus 20.
Wait, where are we at?
Really easy. This isn't on your paper. Just pay attention to me. Alright? That's really easy, right? Everyone can do that. Everyone knows how to distribute. What if I had this guy? What are we going to do here?
Distribute the x out of the x.
Alright, yeah, that's called what? It starts with an F.
Distribution.
It's not that one. Foil. Alright? That's called foiling. We multiply these first terms, we get x squared. Multiply x times negative 7 minus 7x. 3 times x, we get plus 3x. 3 times negative 7 minus 21. Alright, combined like terms, we get x squared minus 4x minus 21. And that's easy, right? We combine
No.
these two guys? Did I lose you?
Yes.
Got it?
No,
No?
the negative 4.
Okay, minus 7x plus 3x. Minus 4. Cool? Alright, so everyone's good there? Alright, so what do you think we would do if we had this guy?
Oh, you
What'd you call it?
distribute.
Starts with a D and distribute?
What?
It starts with a D and distribute?
Distribute.
Distribute,
Oh
very
my
good.
God.
Alright, we just distribute that square root of 10x, or square root of 10, sorry, and we get square root of 6 times the square root of 10. Alright, plus 3 times the square root of 10. Alright, whenever we multiply two radicals, if I do radical 2 times radical 3, alright, I can rewrite it as radical 2 times 3. Alright, which is radical 6, correct? So guess what we got right here?
60.
60.
Oh, radical.
Radical 60. Fantastic. Alright. Do I do the same thing with this 3 and radical 10?
Yes.
I do. So I get radical 30? Not so much. I get 3 times radical 10 because these are both in radicals, correct? Is this one in a radical? No. So that just stays out front. 3 radical 10.
That's why you always said to multiply the radicals last time. On that problem.
Okay, he was asking if we multiply 7 and 18, right? No. It's minus in between it. Alright, so now, we're still not done. We gotta always simplify where you can, guys. Always simplify where you can, so which one can I simplify?
Hi, the 60.
The 60. What is a perfect square factor of 60?
4 and 2. 5.
Is 14 or 15 a
I mean,
perfect
4
square?
and 15.
4 and 15. 4 times 15. Alright, can I do anything with this square root of 10?
Yes.
No, it's only 5 and 2, or 5 and 2 perfect squares? No, so we leave it as square root of 10. What's the square root of 4?
2.
2, square root of 15. Alright, and then we have 3 square root of 10. And now I combine these to get 5 square root of 25, right?
No.
No, why not?
Because they don't got the same.
Also, they are not the same radicals, so we just leave it like that. Good catch. Very ladylike.
Sorry.
Questions on that one? Distribute, simplify, multiply where you
The one
can.
with the
Don't multiply where you
Do the one with the exponent.
What exponent?
The one that, let's say it has, it's just.
Squared?
The square.
We'll get to it. We'll get to that.
That's what.
Let's try this first though.
Thank you.
What do you think we're going to do
Oh God.
if we have this guy?
Nothing.
Distribute.
That's
Oh.
the same thing as foil.
FOIL! Alright, we multiply the first terms, multiply the outer terms, multiply the inner terms, multiply the last terms. Alright, exactly the same thing. What's up?
So negative 2 does not disturb you.
Say that again?
Negative 2 does not get disturbed you.
Yes, this
It's
each
part-
thing
it's part
gets
of the
distributed. So the square root of 6 gets distributed to the square root of 6. So I'll write everything out. We got the square root of 6 times the square root of 6. Alright? Then we have the square root of 6 times the square root of 3. I'm going to write it out before we do everything else.
Wait, isn't that 6?
Square root of 6 times square root of 3. You're absolutely right. We'll get there though. And then we do negative 2 square root of 3 times the square root of 6. Ooh, ooh. And then negative 2 square root of 3 times the square root of 3. So negative 2 square root of 3 times the square root of 3. Alright? And then focus on each individual part and simplify. If you write each line down, you'll be fine. You won't lose any steps. Whenever we multiply a radical by itself, what happens? So radical 5
It's
times radical 5.
it becomes 5.
It becomes just 5,
Because
right?
the square root of 25 is 5.
Yep, because we multiply the insides, we get 5 times 5. That's the square root of 25, which is 5. So whenever it's multiplied by itself, under the radical, it just comes out as itself, so this should be 6.
You put 36 here. Oh.
Square root of 36. Right. And then we have the square root of 6 times the square root of 3 should come out to be the square root of 18. Awesome. And then we have minus, we leave that 2 outside because we can't multiply it by anything. And the square root of 3 times the square root of 6 again is square root of 18. And then we have the 2 outside again. Isn't being multiplied by anything just yet. And then times what? 3, because we multiplied square root of 3 times square root of 3. Awesome.
Mr. Albright,
Fantastic. What's
I
up?
am so slow.
No, you're not.
Cause look,
You're so quick.
you know how
How did she get from here
you
to
know how letters A
Run
and
real
B
fast.
is already solved on our paper?
Yes.
I just started
Were you
writing
solving
it
it?
down.
Yeah. That's alright. So the square root of 18, we now want to simplify this guy. What does the square root of 18 simplify into? What's a perfect square factor of 18? 9 and 2. Awesome. Not 6 and 3 because neither of those are perfect squares. The square root of 9 is 3 square root of 2.
0, 3.
Ooh, that's not 3, 2. And then you still have the 6 out there. Do the same thing with this square root of 18. Leave the 2 outside. The square root of 18 is 9 times 2. So now we have minus 2. The square root of 9 is 3. So times 3 square root of 2. Alright, and then 2 times 3 is minus 6. Combine what we can. So we have 6 and minus 6. Guess what happens there? They cancel out. And then we have 3 square root of 2. Minus 2 times 3 is 6 square root of 2. Can I combine those?
Yeah.
Yeah, why?
Because they have the same.
The same radical, so we end up with
3.
3 radical 2. Whole lot of steps for a small answer, but that's okay. As long as you take it step by step through each individual term, you'll be fine. Questions? Concerns? Comments? It's a lot of work. Alright, first thing we want to do is called what, Uriel? What? This one we want to FOIL? Distribute. Very good. So we distribute this guy and get what? Square root of 12. Alright, 6 times 2 will give us 12. And then? Plus 5.
What am I doing?
There you go. Square root of 2. Did anyone get square root of 10? You did? No good. Alright, you can't just multiply something that's not a radical
And that's
with
it,
something
right?
that is. Alright, you just write it like that.
That's it, right?
Alright, not quite. Can we reduce the square root of 12?
6 and 2.
Or 6 and 2 perfect square factors?
How you get
I
12?
thought about
How about 4 and 3? Alright, plus 5 radical 2. What's the square root of 4? 2 radical 3 plus 5 radical 2. Can I combine these two guys now?
No.
No. Why? Juliet?
I didn't.
Why can't we combine these two?
Because the radicals
Are different. Awesome. So those guys are different. So this is our final answer. Cool. Now this next one, who did this?
Not me.
I did it.
Who did that?
No, I
Raise your
didn't
hand.
do that. I didn't do that.
Silly mistake. Alright, don't ever do that. You can't just distribute that square. Alright? When it's like this, so no,
That's what I did wrong.
no good.
I gotta
No good.
write the same thing.
No good. Yeah, you gotta multiply whatever is in that parentheses
By itself.
by itself. So you do the square root of 11 minus 2 times the square root of 11 minus 2. Alright, it's saying that there are 2 of those. So you gotta multiply them together. So here we gotta do what, Uriel? FOIL, very good. So we multiply the 2 first guys, we get square root of 11 times square root of 11. I know that'll always be what? 11. Alright? Then we multiply square root of 11 times negative 2, we get minus 2 square root of 11. And then we multiply the inners. Negative 2 times square root of 11 is another minus 2 square root of 11. And then negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Alright? What is minus, can I combine this minus 2 square root of 11 minus 2 square root of 11?
Yep.
Why?
Because they got the same thing.
They have the same radicals, so I get minus 4 square root of 11 plus 4. And what's the last thing I can do here? 11 and 4. 11 plus 4 is 15 minus 4 radical 11. Can I combine the 15?
Why can't you come on 15?
Does this 15 have a radical 11?
No.
Alright, these are 2 separate terms. This is the 15 and the minus 4 radical 11. You can't combine those.
got all mine tomorrow.
I got the next one, fam.
Next one, Yuri, help me out then. What do we gotta do? What's it called? FOIL. So the two first terms multiply and get what?
You get 4.
I'm just gonna write it out. Go ahead. 4. Radical. 18. Good. Good start. And then let's multiply these two guys. We get.
Right up.
Good.
Plus 30. Radical 4.
Radical 6 plus 3 radical 6. But what is radical 6 times radical 6?
What's the root of 30?
Not radical 6, but it just comes out as 6. Very good. Alright. Now we do negative 2 square root of 3 times 4 square root of 3 and get.
We get negative 8.
Good. So we multiply these two outside guys. Multiply those together. And then
Radical
square root of 3 times 3.
9.
So we get minus 8 times 9. Radical 9, which is
3.
3. In the habit of
Make
just.
up your mind. Do you want to set it up? Or
No.
Okay.
Then we do the next one. Negative 2 times. Negative 2 radical 3 times 3 radical 6. And you get
6.
negative 6. Good.
Radical 18.
Radical 18. Very good. Negative 6 radical 18. Alright, and now let's simplify. The square root of 18, how does that simplify?
It's going to be, well, it's going to be 92.
9 times 2.
That's 3.
So if 3 comes out,
What do you add it to
we
now?
get 12 radical 2. Very good.
So
Was that?
What it,
There you add it to
there?
the, yeah.
We could. So, good eye. Since these guys have the same radical, we could just add them right away.
that's what I did.
I chose myself to just simplify them first, and then later on, if they're the same thing, which they should be, then I'll combine them that way. But you could do that right away. Right? There's no problem with that. Next thing, I'll do 3 times 6, which is
18.
18. I'm just going to bring that guy right down. 8 times 3,
Negative 22.
negative 24. I don't know why I wrote him there. And then we want to simplify this guy, so we have negative 6. 9 times 2. Square root of 9 is 3.
Negative 18.
So we get negative 18 radical 2. Now combine what we can. What can we combine? These two?
Yep, and you combine
And get
between the two radical.
negative 6. And then we can combine these guys because
They got the same
Same,
radical.
right?
they have the same radical. And
Oh
we get
my god.
6. Negative 6.
radical 2. Alright, and that's all bueno.
Yay!
Any questions on that guy?
Wait, that's all what?
I didn't
Wait,
get that.
I
I got
That'd be
20
good.
I had
radical
my
3.
pocket, so you're real.
How'd you get 20 radical 3?
Okay. So I combined them. So I got.
This is so confusing.
Here's two radicals that I know.
I'll check it out in a second. Just circle it, and then I'll come back to it. 'cause